Director Jangka Food, Civil Supplies and Customer Affairs, ka Solani Verma IS, kalapan siya bagitu kibamyo cylinder ni tendong le airshed kadai namar bakimpat le ya ka EKYC. Bat kaway kadai bagi haban simbyang, hadu bakut ka saup sansngi nakaba kila sim katkum kajing bata sorkar India. Kumta lada kampat kut ke saup sansngi kimla banyo ya kini kitendong shed jing shed. Shu kalau ong bak jing penyat yau tu bat kejing sim lepa shibun ya kitendong le airshed ha kejela kampat don katkum kejing toket balapit penyat laka Directorate of Food, Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs bat ka OMC rengkaru bat ka IOCL. Kalau ong ru bad naki hajar tali ki cylinder bagi yo kebah nyuspa an rupo la pendon kam tang ha is Khasil district bad naki ni la pendon kam ru ha ki jaka jungok kai ki hospital bad ki jaka puli ha kaba nakaleng jong katnat bad ka OMC bad IOCL ru kala penjikina ban penbek ya kani ke jingye man penbyang tendong le airshed ya baro kibadon kam ha kejela. Shu kalau kenturu ya kino kibadon jingye kila ban pentip how number iwei kendai and riu nyo but how WhatsApp number kendai sao not ar lai ar nyo lai nyo. Kalau ong ru ba kino kiba pa do rem ha kinong samgas kidai ban pentip ha kini ki number kenang ba katanat kantip bat kan le ya kabadon kam.
The LPG situation in the state at present in Meghalaya. So simply put, as per Government of India's directives from 11th March 2026, there has been a certain cap on commercial LPG supply. So I would like to make it clear that as for domestic LPG, which is household LPG consumption, there is no such cap from the Government of India. As such, the efforts are by the state government, central government and the oil marketing companies to ensure that domestic LPG supply is not disrupted at all. So in that light, I'd like to share just some figures so that it's clear to everybody. Pre-crisis, which is before 11th March 2026, yes, 2026, before crisis, our average daily LPG cylinder requirement, domestic, I'm only talking about domestic, was around 6,000 to 7,000 cylinders daily, right? And after the crisis began, 11th March onwards, officially as we call it, we can see as per the numbers that are there with us that on an average 5,000 to 7,000 cylinders are being delivered daily to domestic LPG consumers. Having said that, yes, we are aware that sometimes there are lines in front of depots and distributor shops, but there are two main reasons for that, and I would like to make everybody aware of what these reasons are. The first reason is that from the oil marketing companies, there is something called a DAC that needs to be issued for anybody which wants a domestic LPG connection. You apply for it online. But to get this DAC, you need to have your EKYC done. So unfortunately in our state, and this directive has been there from a long time. It's not like in the crisis situation, suddenly this was implemented, this EKYC mandation. But now that, there's a crisis, so oil marketing companies are also, they were already, but now they are also implementing it mandatorily so that there is no black marketing, no hoarding, no pilferage. Since EKYC is mandatory now for domestic LPG consumers, that is why you see these lines, because people have been rushing to these, distributor shops with their documents to do EKYC and all those things. So as a result, there have been lines at these shops. But as per the data we have collated it with our inspectors of supply, with our contacts in the OMC. There is no disruption in the domestic LPG supply. That's point number one. Point number two, coming to commercial LPG. So the commercial LPG requirement of our state before crisis was around 1,000 cylinders per day. Now what the Government of India had to do, because given that the Middle East war-like situation which was happening and there was a certain disruption in supply, since at that time India was getting its imports of LPG from the Middle East. So seeing that, the Government of India imposed a cap for all states, that all states will only get 20% of their commercial LPG allocation daily. What that means is out of 1,000, which is Meghalaya's daily commercial need, we were getting 200 cylinders. Now please appreciate that in this 1,000, you have hospitals, you have educational institutions, and you have our hotels and dhabas mainly, right? as per Government of India, it was mandatory that hospitals and educational institutions still get their 100%. Right? So within now this commercial LPG, let's say you need 1,000 every day, but you're getting only 200 cylinders every day. Those 200 also, first the priority is to hospitals and educational institutions. As a result, there was definitely a shortage for restaurants and dhaba owners, and that is something that the government is cognizant of. Unfortunately, this was a pan-India situation. However, through routine deliberations, be it at the highest levels of the Honorable Chief Minister, the Honorable Minister, and be it at our level, let's say at the Commissioner Secretary level, the Director level, we had constantly been requesting the Government of India to please understand that Meghalaya has a special scenario wherein commercial we don't have, let's say, heavy industries, etc. We just have these the tourism sector, the hospitality sector really needs these LPG. So as a result of continuous back and forth, continuous negotiation, and the Government of India has also been taking stock of other states, they have been increasing the commercial LPG supply. So as of today, the commercial LPG allocation is now enhanced to 70% of regular quota for all states. Right, and out of, again, now that we are entitled to 70%, definitely the situation will get better for our tourism operators, for our restaurants and dhaba owners, for our hotels. So for commercial, I can tell you from 11th March onwards, I have the figures. We were getting an average of 200 to 250 cylinders per day. Obviously, that is less, and indeed there was hence a shortage to our, tourism industry stakeholders. But in the last few days, from 25th to 27th March, we have been getting, let's say, 300 to 350 cylinders. And right now, I don't have the figure for 28th and 29th March and 30th March. Those 3 days, I don't have it yet because the OMC is still retrieving them, and they will supply it to us. And we will issue a press release with that updated figure. But for the past 3 days, I'm being told that around 400 cylinders per day Meghalaya has received. So this is an ongoing situation. We are hoping that with time, this allocation, now that letter has also come for 70%, right? It takes 2-3 days for these letters to be effective. So it will go up. I would just like to request through your medium to everybody to please refrain from, panicking, to please refrain from spreading misinformation, to please refrain from, using sensationalist sort of headlines, because with that, it is our people who suffer, and we don't want anybody to suffer. The state government, under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister, is doing its absolute best. We have constituted a district LPG monitoring committee, state level LPG monitoring committee, and these are actively taking stock of any situation. Whenever we get the news that, at this depot, let's say at Jail Road, there was this news article, we immediately send somebody. Somebody personally told us that at Laban there is at last stop, there is a depot where there is a long queue. We immediately told our inspectors to go and investigate. And based on that, we are trying our absolute best. We acknowledge that there is definitely, it's not optimal. Things are definitely constrained. But we are doing the best that we can, and we are functioning under guidelines of the Government of India and constantly negotiating with them to give better to us. Thank you so much.
Can you tell about domestic and the
Okay,
commercial?
so as for black marketing, from what we have been able to assess, and this is assessment at 2 levels. One is at the directorate level, which is the department level. We have a network of sub-inspectors and inspectors, and others at the OMC level, which is primarily IOCL for Meghalaya. We have seen that reports of black marketing and hoarding for Meghalaya are negligible, close to nil. However, and that is because here 2 things have been done very consistently. One is that this eKYC is being implemented in full letter and spirit to ensure this black marketing does not happen, right? When you do eKYC, then only you can get your cylinder. Nobody else can get what is yours. So that's the first step, this eKYC and DAC system to ensure there's no black marketing. And secondly, what I've also been told by the OMC, IOCL, since they also have their foot soldiers, seeing what's happening at the commercial level in our state, most commercial beneficiaries are using commercial cylinders only. They have been able to enforce that so that domestic cylinders are not wrongfully being diverted for commercial reasons. So I think those are the 2 responses I can give you.
So how do you ensure a person books for 3 weeks and he or she is not getting? So how do you ensure that first come first served?
So firstly, So, firstly, I think that we have not seen yet any such concrete report that somebody booked for 3 weeks and it's not getting. That's not possible. I'll tell you what is happening. Either that person has not done their eKYC, as a reason their DAC is not being generated, and hence they have to wait. That's one. Number two, yes, Government of India has made this rule that now the duration between your last refill and now has to be 45 days. So now, unless 45 days pass, unfortunately, you cannot get a new refill. So those are the only reasons why somebody is not getting. It's not as if 3 weeks somebody is waiting. I would again refrain from making such generalizing statements because that's not really true. And if it is, we would love to look into it. We will definitely solve it. So I would request some details of these particular cases, and we will promptly solve it.
Well, you have said about tourism affecting. Have you made any assessment how many hotels, restaurants closed?
Okay, so as per my understanding, and this is the department's understanding, out of the 1,000 commercial cylinders that we get, around 760, 750 are used just for East Khasi Hills, and this is the great chunk of tourism and hospitality and so on and so forth. And like I already mentioned, given that East Khasi Hills only needs 750, as a state we've been getting 300 and 400. So I'm sure that there are adverse impacts of this. Having said that, in our conversation with IOCL and with OMCs, we've been told that they are trying their best to manage demands in the sense, coordinating with educational institutions and hospitals to ensure that TK, yours is 100%, but still, let's see how much we can prioritize our tourism also. So it's a fine line, it's a developing situation, it's a tightrope. We have not personally been apprised of these shutdowns, so we don't have that data yet to answer you very clearly. But rest assured that we are definitely doing our 100% to ensure that from what we have, as please appreciate, this is a developing situation. So from what we have, we are trying our best to give as much as we can to as many.
And how do you improve the interface on the other end? Government is in the other side. You said about the committee, but how is it functioning?
So, I mean, these things are usually, there are well-oiled, mechanisms which work not just vertically but also horizontally. What that means is that, let's say Government of India has given a direction. So we instantly activate our district level committees, right? Where the deputy commissioner who has their hands and their arms and their ears on the ground, eyes and ears on the ground, they're getting information from all sources, from all places. They enjoy a certain legitimacy. They are activating our fair price shop level vigilance committees, our Rangbash Longs, who are constantly feeding all information to deputy commissioners. In that committee, you also have representatives from the police, from other educational institutions, so on and so forth. So that is a very active and vibrant committee which is meeting almost every day. We are getting daily reports from those committees and we are mandated to transmit them to the Government of India. And similarly, at our level, since this is a special situation, we have activated all ends as needed. It's a multi-departmental cooperation that is happening, and rest assured that we have good connections, in fact very good communication with the oil marketing companies. So whatever directions are needed, we are implementing them with full gusto.
Any phone numbers where consumers can contact visitors calls?
Yes, there is a toll-free number, 1967. So anybody who's having any issues with anything at all regarding this LPG crisis, they can call toll-free number 1967. There is also a WhatsApp number that is 9402 327737. So these numbers are there. Anybody who has any issues can reach out.
Ma'am, there's also been concerns about the is too long in Shillong.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, so unfortunately right now I have the statewide data. I can just tell you that as a state, domestically we were entitled to, our requirement was 7,000 cylinders on
No,
an
I don't
average.
mean that. I mean,
Huh.
per car, a person books,
Huh.
then before they used to say that you're entitled to a cylinder every 15 days. So what is the normal entitlement
Right.
of a consumer
Right.
per car?
Right.
Because I suppose most people did not get that. So if
Is
you
it?
can clarify
Okay,
how many cylinders will a person get per car
okay,
in a year,
Okay.
then many people will be able to
Okay.
find out
Okay.
what is their situation.
So let's do one thing, because see, right now, whatever was the entitlement in the normal time, unfortunately, that is not applicable now.
Yes.
And this is unfortunately true for the entire country. As of now, the directive is that you can refill every 45 days now. So before 45 days lapse, you're not entitled to a LPG cylinder refill. So let's do one thing. I get your point. So that for wider dissemination, people can be clear of entitlement. After this press conference, let me compile that exactly, and we can give it to you guys for further. That would be better. I don't want to make any statement which is not factually correct. So
Right,
let me
right.
check. Yeah.
Recently in Delhi, the Foreign Minister have been
The LPG gases. So has the department looked into these matters also?
Okay, so I think you just came, but what I told was that indeed in commercial LPG there is a shortage. We can't deny that, we cannot say that that's not happening, that is true. As for what the specific instance you are claiming, unfortunately I do not have any information of this. So I would urge you, I would request you, in fact, this very customer who has had to pay this exorbitant price, I just mentioned two numbers. Immediately if they can just call us, give us some details, who is the distributor who is charging them this much money, what date, then we can look at it. But without details, I'm sorry, I cannot comment.
Is there any impact about the PM Ujjwala Yojana scheme?
Impact as in?
I mean, like for them is for free connection. So with the current situation, is there any impact?
Impact as such, not really, because eventually this situation, this crisis is about getting these refills, right? Like every time your LPG cylinder runs low, you need to get a refill. So that scheme has definitely helped in increasing the penetration of LPG in our state. But as such, there's no negative or any such impact of that scheme. That has ensured people have clean cooking fuel now. And now, before this crisis, there was no problem. Now this problem is occurring because of the crisis. So I think that's all.